Hello and welcome back to Rob's PC Workshop. Today I'm going to teach you how to terminate patch cable. And this is the type of cable that you run through your walls so you can network computers through a business or your home or whatever without running cables across the floor or whatever. They'll be in your walls. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have some different tools. You want a stripper, a punch down tool, and you'll have to have your patch panel and your connector in. So first thing you're going to want to do is strip your wire. Your punch down, or your RJ45 punch down has a stripper on it. Go ahead and strip you some wire. Remove it. And then you want to unwind your twisted pairs, like so. Get them all nice and unwinded. And then, as you can see, your connector has an A and B side. In America we use the B. A, I believe, is European. So we'll get them nice and untwisted here and clip off your extra piece of hair they got in the middle there. You don't need that. So get them all nice and untwisted, like so. And then you'll want to make sure this is somewhere in the center when you start your connecting. And like I said, we're doing B. So we'll do our orange first. And just start putting them into place. Sliding them down in. So orange, orange, white. Orange, orange, white, blue, blue, white.
That's a really cool specimen. You know, and I guess, you know, this class, this class,
and then you'll want to make sure they're all nice and down in there, and we can go ahead and start punching them down at this point. We'll take our punch down cable, and we've got a cutting edge on one side, and all you do is make sure your cutting edge to the outside and you punch them down to make your connection, like so. And that should go ahead and unclip your edges. Sometimes it doesn't cut them the greatest, but if you have any problems from there, you can take this tool and make sure they're clipped off. And then we'll go to our other side. Brown, brown, white, green, green, white. So, brown, brown, white, green, green, white. And again, you make sure your cutting edge is to the outside when you punch them down to make your connection, excuse me. And it should terminate your cable nice and good. And then you take your cover and you just put it right over everything. And this is the end that'll go in your wall socket, inside of a wall socket, so you can plug in your network. And then your server area, you'll have your other end here. And it's quite a similar process. You go ahead and take some of the sheething off your wire. Make sure you got plenty of cable pulled out. Pull your hair off. Cut your hair off, excuse me. Untwist your wires as we did before, like so. And then we'll go to our patch panel and we'll put them in order. And as you can see, each plug has a specific designation. So number 1 says it's number 1. So we're going to go ahead and do number 1. And you want to start at either end, doesn't matter as long as you make sure you put them in order. And you want to make sure your wires somewhere in the center so that they all go to where they need to go. And we'll start with blue, and then blue-white. And I'll go ahead and push this one down so it helps hold everything into place. And again, you make sure your cutting edge is to the outside. Make sure you got plenty of room. And you just punch it down like you did your other side, like so. Cut your end off. And then you'll continue on. I did that wrong. Go ahead and cut them off and restart because I put them in the wrong order. It's blue, white, then blue. And take your strippers. Strip you plenty. Pull it off. Remove your excess plastic hair thing. Untwist your wires like we did before. Making sure we got plenty. And normally when you're doing a server, you want to make sure they're the right length if you're doing a server room. So you will want to make sure you're not messing up. Give yourself a little bit extra so you can cut a little off, but not too much. You don't want to waste wire. The shorter the wire, the better the connection, the faster the data transfer. So go ahead and open up your wires again, and we're going to do this correctly. So we got blue-white first. Blue-white. Blue. Orange-white. Orange-white. Orange. Green-white. Green, white, green, brown, white, brown. Voila. And then you put them down and put your cutting edge to the outside. Punch them down. That's why they call them a punch down cable. Punch them into place and make sure you've got a good connection. Now that they're all good and off, you can see that the reason I put my wire in the middle is so that when I put my thing up, I don't have wires hanging out and it looks fairly clean, and you can put your next one in place like so. And I have made a complete punch down cable. Thank you. Have a nice day.